Welcome to the Wandering Disciple. I am your humble host, Grant. And once again, the good Lord is sending me out into the wilderness once again, but this time I embrace it. This isn't my first time He has sent me into the wilderness. This is my second time into the deep wilderness. 3 years ago, I was homeless for 2 years. And I learned a lot of things in those 2 years. But this is actually my 5th time starting over again in life from scratch. And this is my video log of it. So let's talk about it. Hitting rock bottom is simply subjective to each individual. What hitting rock bottom for you may not be the same as hitting rock bottom for me. And it's just that. And really, I think a lot of times we just hold on to the idea that because we lose all our stuff, we've somehow hit rock bottom. But really, hitting rock bottom will bring liberation. Hitting rock bottom, you will find freedom. Because it is when you hit rock bottom, you'll realize the things that really matter. You'll realize the things that you truly need. And that everything else that you, I guess, were worried about is just luxury. And you were afraid of losing that luxury. Really. And this isn't my first time going homeless or being homeless. 3 years ago, I was homeless for 2 years. I learned quite a bit in those 2 years. One of the most important things I learned was comfortability. Being comfortable when you're homeless is pretty important. And that's whether you are homeless with a car or homeless without a car. You start learning little tricks that make your life better and easier. So really, me going into being homeless for the second time, the reason why I embrace it is because I have prepared myself for such case situations to occur. I have solar, I have battery banks, I have food and everything I need, one can need to make life as comfortable as possible while being homeless and wandering around in the wilderness. I do believe that the good Lord is bringing me out back into the wilderness for some reason or some purpose He may be trying to accomplish, and I'm not sure what that is yet. I am just going with God here, really. Flying by the seat of my pants with God. I'm not going to drive I have learned to let go of the steering wheel and stop trying to drive my own car. Total surrender is not easy. And the reason why it's not easy, male or female, is because of our own egos. It's said that ego stands for easing God out. And really, it sounds about right. As long as you have any bit of your ego holding on to the steering wheel, you have not surrendered. In some cases, it can be scary surrendering when you especially are in a situation kind of like mine. And I'm going to tell you, the number one thing that will get you through a situation like I am in every time is your mindset. If you were the type of person that thinks that, or has a more negative mindset, you're going to be miserable. And chances are you are probably going to fail. And this has been scientifically proven, by the way. But if you are the type of person that has a positive mindset in a survival situation or the situation I find myself in, not only are you able to get through the situation, but the situation isn't that difficult and becomes bearable. It's nowhere as difficult as it is if you were negative. A lot of people cannot stand to be alone. And I'm here to tell you, if you don't like being alone, then you're in bad company. If you feel like you have to have another person around you to feel complete, then you're not complete. You see, we fear the unknown. We fear the unexpected. We fear the things that we do not understand. And this holds us back, this fear. Fear of losing our things, or our car, or our house. And really, you're either part of modern day society, aka the Matrix, or you are outside of that, which you could technically be considered homeless, nomad, what have you. And why have we somehow, as a collective, look at homeless people as though just because they are without housing, that they have somehow failed in life, that they must just be drug addicts or alcoholics. And I'm here to tell you that's just simply not the case. I do have my vices that I am working out, just like any believer. The only drugs I have had some drug problems in the past, but really the only drug problem I have is coffee and cigarettes. And I definitely want to quit smoking cigarettes. That's on the to-do list. My current situation has me a bit mentally and emotionally exhausted. But thankfully, I think things have finally are working themselves out. I don't know if anyone out there has been a caregiver before for an elderly person, but I'll tell you, it will test you in ways that you have never been tested before. It will push you to the limit, mentally, emotionally, physically. Every part of your being will be tried. The real test is to keep it together and not fail. Problem is, too many of us have become too complacent. Complacent with life, complacent with the same job, living the same life, with the same routine. And I think at the heart of every human, we crave adventure. We want, and that's what's missing. I think this is what is missing. What is the cause of our depressions, the cause of feeling stagnant? God doesn't want us stagnant. God doesn't want us to feel trapped. God wants us to be free. And then sometimes he will disrupt your life to free you from the things that were enslaving you, and you didn't even know you were being enslaved. God led me here to this home. I am truly grateful for being here, for giving this opportunity to do what it is that he wanted me to do. I have met some really great people, and I'm not exactly going to miss the house too much, but I will miss the friends I've made.